As you guys can see, I have the CAE shifter installed. I went with the black anodized unit with the white Delrin shift knob. I feel like it's going to match and give a little bit of, I guess you can say, pop off in the interior, just like the gauge cluster. So, anywho, I will say off the rip, the shifter is amazing quality, seems to be well made. It's pretty strong. I do have some issues with my trans tunnel. I will post a picture in here. And I did have a cutout from another part out, so I'll be fixing that and trying to, I guess you can say, have it a little bit better mounted, so that way it could probably help with the shifter feel. With that being said, I will say, besides the price, it cost me $1,500 shipped to my door. Don't really like the price, and not that much of a fan of having to, you know, drill in, or I guess you could say trim the shifter console. Other than that, minus those two, it's pretty good. I would give it about like an 8. It's notchy, feels great, get into all the gears. Don't forget to adjust your shifter. I forgot to adjust my shifter, and taking it around the block, I forgot to adjust it and I couldn't get into reverse. No biggie, just a little bit of adjustments and now it gets into reverse, no problem. So I would say that. Other than that, it's a great shifter. I can't wait till I get a dog box with this car. I'm going to most likely go with that Gear Motive gearbox. So I feel like with this shifter and the Gear Motive gearbox, I feel like this will be amazing. Next on the to-do list is definitely get a seat, because I'm only 5'6" and I can barely see over the steering wheel. So I probably see like, that's probably like my view kind of, and it's pretty annoying. So I'm going to see if I can get something to raise the seat up. This is the VAC full setup, so the VAC I guess you could say floor mount as well as the seat mount or seat bracket. So I'm going to see if I can get that switched out for, I believe, the Garagistics, because it seems like they have more adjustments. So hopefully that will get me in a better position to shift. Although I will say the steering wheel to shifter distance is amazing. It's, I don't know if you guys can probably see it, but let's see. So it's hand, boom, hand, boom, hand, boom. It's great, great. So definitely would recommend this shifter. I would say, you know, if you had money to do it, I will say also if you have a friend that has an RTD shifter, because the RTD shifter, you don't have to trim the console. You could probably get away with that one. I've heard nothing but good things about that item as well. I was originally going to get that, but I think they said it was about a couple of months out, and I was like, all right, I'm trying to make the last couple of Auto X events by me, and they're like in 3 weeks, end of October. So I was like, all right, let me just spend a little bit more money to get this, and I ended up getting that a month later. So ultimately, I probably could have waited to get the RTD shifter, but it's no big of a deal. You know, CAE Shifter, I feel like, is kind of, I guess you can say, paying homage to the E chassis of BMWs. I feel like a lot of people use these, you know, from the OGs and whatnot, so kind of feel good about it. Other than that, yeah, I wish I had a video of installing it, but I knew it was going to be kind of a headache. So it did take me about, give or take, 5 hours to do it. I didn't have, I was taking a little bit of breaks, and as well as, you know, just having to go back and forth to get tools because I didn't have the right size and whatnot. And on top of that, the previous owner did some janky stuff, and oh man, some of it did help me. Like, he cut a little bit of a hole in the trans tunnel that allowed me to get some of the pins off. And then I guess you could say mounting it, yeah, that took me a while, because I tried to use some riv nuts instead of just having 2 people to try to help me, which I didn't have at the time. So, and I'm going to try to do it again. I have a new console that I was able to cut out from a part out, so I will be welding that on and trying it again. And this time I'm going to plan around it, measure 17 times and cut once, if anything, or drill once, so that way it can be a lot better, and then we'll go from there. But other than that, I really don't have any regrets besides the price and having to trim the console. But I will be getting another console. I do not like this wood grain or whatever. Somebody told me it's real carbon, yeah, whatever, but it's ugly. So, as well as the dash, I don't even know if you can see it on glove box. But yeah, I will be getting rid of that. So yeah, yeah. So I will definitely try to get some in-car videos of it, driving around and whatnot, and yeah, go from there. But I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people on YouTube that have it. But yeah. Hours later, new used oil pan is in. Old oil pan is out. This car's up for fucking sale.